What's up YouTube, DMLX here today, here doing a top 10 newcomers for PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale 2. So without further ado, let's get into it. Starting at number 10, we have William from Neo, who's an English navigator who served under the Tokugawa regime after being shipwrecked in Japan. He helped propagate training throughout the country and became one of the few known foreign samurai. So if you don't know anything about Neo, it's pretty much Dark Souls fused with Japanese folklore. I think William will make a great addition to the roster of PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale 2 and be better suited for close range combat, seeing that he is a samurai after all. At number 9, I have DELSIN ROWE from infamous Second Son. Now DELSIN ROWE is a graffiti artist and a local delinquent of the Newcomers reservation. DELSIN discovers he is a conduit after touching a DUP captive. DELSIN quickly realizes that he has the unique ability to absorb any other conduit's powers after them. Now I don't know if DELSIN ROWE would replace Cole McGrath if he were to appear in PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale 2, but I wouldn't mind if that happened. Also, I would prefer DELSIN just to have his smoke powers, but I wouldn't mind seeing Neon, Video, or Concrete as well. At number 8, I have SORA from the Kingdom Hearts series. Now SORA is a Keyblade wielder who poses a strong sense of justice and an unrelenting heart. At times, he is impulsive and quick to anger when defending his friends, but he's always sincere about what he says and does, and even in the hardest of trials, SORA uses the power of the Keyblade to save many worlds from crisis. Now I know a lot of people were asking SORA to be in Super Smash Bros, but I think SORA deserves to be part of the roster for PlayStation All-Stars, seeing that the Kingdom Hearts series has truly shined on the PlayStation, and I would love for the developers of PlayStation All-Stars to go with the Kingdom Hearts 3 version of SORA, seeing that by the time the sequel for PlayStation All-Stars comes out, Kingdom Hearts 3 will probably be out as well, but it's going to be really interesting to see how they can balance SORA, seeing that SORA can transform his Keyblade into a variety of weapons, he can summon Disney attractions, he has different drive forms, plus a variety of magical spells, so I'd be curious to see what they can do and balance SORA out within this game. At number 7, I have 2B from Nier Automata. Now 2B is an all-purpose battle android deployed as a member of the automated YORA infantry, who is equipped with multiple weapons for close range combat and can attack from long range using the pod support system. Now I think Nier Automata has become one of the surprise hits for 2017 when it comes to PlayStation exclusives, seeing that the gameplay is fast-paced, fun, and it has epic boss fights along with it. And I think 2B would make for a great addition to the roster of PlayStation All-Stars due to the variety of abilities she has at her disposal. At number 6, I have Grayson, aka Sir Galahad from the Order 1886. Now Sir Galahad was the Knight of the Order who dedicated his life to killing half-breeds before being convicted of sedition against the establishment. However, it is unclear if he joined the rebellion or if he now operates alone. Now I know the Order 1886 wasn't the most well-received game when it was released, but I did think the lore of the Order 1886 was quite interesting enough for me to be invested in this game series, and hopefully they can improve upon it in the sequel, if there ever is going to be a sequel. So I wouldn't mind seeing Sir Galahad pop up in PlayStation All-Stars, using a variety of guns that he uses to take down half-breeds. At number 5, we have KNACK from the KNACK series. Now KNACK is a mysterious creature with unique abilities who was created by Dr. Vargas and was forged from ancient relics that was part of the long-lost civilization. And KNACK's sole purpose is to aid humanity in the war against the goblins by being able to transform into small or large forms depending on the situation. Now I know KNACK isn't everyone's most favorite PlayStation exclusive, but you gotta admit KNACK definitely deserves to be part of the new PlayStation All-Stars game and can provide a unique playstyle, seeing that his body is able to shapeshift into a larger or smaller form. At number 4, I have ALOY from Horizon Zero Dawn. Now ALOY was not conceived by natural means, instead she was created artificially by the AI Gaia as a genetic clone of Elizabeth Sobek in order to repair Gaia after it had sacrificed itself in order to stop a rogue program, Hades, from destroying all life on Earth. Now knowing this, ALOY would make a great addition to the roster of PlayStation All-Stars, seeing that she has a variety of abilities at her disposal, whether it's using her staff for close range combat, arrows for picking off enemies at a distance, she even has a rope caster, she can plant traps, she can throw slingshot bombs, and can even call on a robot companion to help her out in combat. So yeah, she can definitely hold her own within the new PlayStation All-Stars game. At number 3, we have Joel and Ellie from The Last of Us. Now Joel and Ellie are survivors of the cordyceps brain infection and eventually form a bond with one another while protecting each other from hostile threats such as cannibals, the infected. Now the way I can see these characters playing out within PlayStation All-Stars, they can be similar to Ratchet and Clank and Jak and Daxter, where one character is going to do most of the heavy lifting and the other character is going to have more of a support role. So Joel's going to be the one that players are going to be controlling the most, and then Ellie's going to come in, maybe throw some rocks, bricks, maybe craft some items to help Joel out in combat. And seeing that The Last of Us has become one of the most beloved games in the past 5 years, I think it would be a crime not to add him into the PlayStation All-Star sequel. At number 2, I have SPYRO from the SPYRO series, and SPYRO is pretty much a small dragon with a courageous and cocky attitude when taking on his enemies, but finds a way to have fun while doing so. Now in my opinion, SPYRO should have been the first PlayStation All-Stars from day one. I have a suspicion that it's Activision's fault, that's why that didn't happen. I know he's hanging out with all them Skylanders, but come on, it's SPYRO. He was one of the flagship characters for the PlayStation 1. and he deserves to be amongst his fellow PlayStation peers. And number 1, we have Crash Bandicoot from the Crash Bandicoot series, and Crash is a genetically enhanced marsupial who protects his home from the forces of Cortex and other villains that are looking to cause trouble. Again, another character that should have been in the first PlayStation All-Stars game, and again, I blame it on Activision. For some reason, they just don't like sharing, now do they? So if there ever is a PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale 2, I have high hopes for Crash Bandicoot coming back. Seeing that we did get the Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy, which remastered the first 3 games, so hopefully Activision will play ball this time around and allow Crash to be part of this ensemble. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. What new characters would you like to see within PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale 2? Like and subscribe for more content of me on PlayStation All-Stars and other games in general. I'm DMLX. I'll see you in the future.